All right, welcome. We are here to talk about a pretty fundamental shift in how you can build a modern agency. So I want you to forget the old model, the one where you're constantly inventing new things from scratch. We're going to explore a new path, one where you stop being this high-risk inventor and start becoming a high-leverage architect, someone who can activate powerful pre-built infrastructure. Let's dive right in.
Most entrepreneurs are caught in this trap, and it looks a lot like the image you see on the left. They're forced to be the inventor, right? They're juggling product creation, coding, branding, sales, all at the same time. It's chaotic, it's super high risk, and frankly, it's a recipe for burnout. The strategic shift we're talking about is becoming the architect on the right. See, an architect doesn't build the machine from scratch. They deploy a proven system that's already engineered to generate revenue. The goal here is simple. Bypass that painful, time-consuming build phase and focus immediately on what really matters, which is income.
So what is the core problem that we're actually solving for businesses? Well, it's not what most people think. It's actually a silent killer, something that just drains profit from otherwise healthy companies.
Here's the truth of it. Businesses aren't failing because they lack leads. They're failing because their conversion infrastructure is broken. Just think of their sales funnel like this cracked pipe on the screen. Leads are pouring in the top, but all the profit is leaking out through three main cracks. First, slow response. Their competitors are responding in minutes while they take hours, maybe even days. Second, no follow-up. Communication just dies after one try. And third, the void. This is where missed calls and dormant databases go. It's where potential revenue literally goes to die. It's a silent but deadly problem.
Let's really focus on that first leak, because it is a full-blown crisis. We call it the speed-to-lead crisis. See, when a new lead comes in, there's a very, very short window. We call it the conversion zone, where your chances of closing them are at their absolute highest. After that, you're in the dead zone. The reality is, business owners are busy. They're out there delivering their service. They can't be manning the phones 24/7. And this is exactly where manual effort just can't compete with automation. You absolutely need a system that replies instantly, every single time.
Now let's talk about those past leads. Most businesses, they treat their old database like a liability. It's just a storage cost for data they never even touch. But that is a huge mistake. That dormant database is actually their biggest hidden asset. It's just like an iceberg, right? The real opportunity lies right below the surface. The problem? Well, trying to manually reactivate all those leads takes hours and hours of just mind-numbing labor. The solution, though, is simple. An automated conversational AI that can shake the tree and uncover immediate revenue, all without any manual work from the business owner.
Okay, so we've clearly defined the problem, these silent revenue leaks that are just crippling businesses. Now, let's get into the solution. This is what we call the AI2AU architecture. This entire architecture is built on three layers that work together in perfect harmony. At the very foundation, we have the growth suite. This is the powerful engine, the infrastructure. The middle layer is the AI2AU model. This is the business plan. It's how you actually monetize that engine. And that top layer is the gentle sales method. This is your playbook for delivering the solution to clients. So think of it this way. The growth suite is the what, AI2AU is the how, and the gentle sales method is the who, as in who you're selling to and how you do it effectively. So, what is the growth suite exactly? Well, think of it as the digital backbone of your entire operation. It's an all-in-one platform that brings together CRM, SMS and email automation, AI chat integration, pipeline management. Literally everything a business needs to convert leads into customers. And this right here is the core concept. You are not building software. You're the architect deploying this powerful, already built engine.
Okay, let's move to that next layer and see how this all builds into a real business model. The AI2AU model is how you turn that raw infrastructure into gold. And yes, AU is the symbol for gold on the periodic table. It's a service layer that you build on top of the growth suite. This becomes a legitimate recurring revenue services business that you own. You're not a franchisee, you own the client relationships completely. And your offer is crystal clear. You extract sales from your clients' dead leads and missed calls.
Now that we get the structure, let's talk about the specific, high-value services you'll actually be providing. This is your revenue engine. Your first core service is database reactivation. And the promise to your client is so simple and powerful. We will find new sales from the leads you've already paid for. Just imagine a dentist with a database of, say, 5,000 past patients. Our AI conversational bot will engage all those dormant leads through SMS. And before you know it, those forgotten contacts are turning into new, booked appointments for teeth cleanings and checkups. Clients absolutely love this because it's like finding money in their old filing cabinets.
it pays for itself almost immediately.
The second service, this one directly solves that speed-to-lead crisis we talked about. And the promise is bold, but it's true. You will never lose a new lead to a competitor again. Think about a plumber who gets a call at 9 p.m. for a burst pipe. Our system provides 24/7 AI monitoring that responds instantly, qualifies the lead, and books the appointment, all while the plumber is sound asleep. You are literally capturing emergency revenue that, for most businesses, just vanishes into thin air.
And the third core service is automated reputation management. Look, in today's market, trust is everything. It's currency. This service automates the entire process of building that trust. AI-powered workflows automatically ask happy customers for reviews, pushing their Google rating to a 4.9. That powerful social proof turns casual browsers into confident buyers, driving way more organic traffic and converting more customers. So, you've got the technology, you've got the services, but to really, truly succeed with this model, it requires a crucial change in how you see yourself. It's all about an identity shift. You have to leave behind that old identity of being a freelancer or a chatbot builder or just tech support. That's the mindset of a technician. Your new identity is that of an automation infrastructure consultant, a revenue systems architect. And here's why this matters so much. Freelancers get paid for tasks. Architects and consultants get paid for systems and for outcomes. You're selling a result, not your time, and that changes everything. Now let's look at how this identity shift translates into a powerful economic model that builds predictable, recurring revenue for you. Here's how you get paid. The revenue is structured in 3 simple layers. First, a one-time setup fee for getting them onboarded and customized. Second, a monthly subscription for access to the infrastructure and your support. And third, a premium tier for managed AI services and ongoing optimization. See, this isn't a one-off project. This is a predictable, scalable stream of monthly recurring revenue, the holy grail of any service business. And this is where the magic really happens, the power of stacking clients. With just 10 clients, you've built a solid foundation of financial security. At 20 clients, you're looking at a full-time replacement-level income. And at 50 clients, well, now you're operating at serious scale. But here's the key. Because of the leverage of automation, managing 50 clients does not require 50 times the effort. You're scaling your income, not your workload. The value proposition for your clients is an absolute no-brainer. Just think about this scenario. You've got a plumber who loses just 3 jobs a week from missed calls, and each job is worth about $500. That is a leak of $6,000 per month. Your system, at an investment of around $497 a month, pays for itself by recovering just 1 of those lost jobs. The ROI is immediate and it's massive. This is the easiest sales conversation you'll ever have.
So you have this undeniable offer. But how do you actually present it to clients without sounding like a used car salesman? This brings us to the final piece of the architecture, the sales strategy.
We use a philosophy called the gentle sales method. It's built on a really simple truth. People don't want to be pressured, they want to be understood. This whole approach is built on 3 behavioral pillars that establish trust. Emotional control, which is all about staying composed. Calm curiosity, digging deep to really understand their problems. And honest influence, where you guide them to a solution instead of forcing it on them. The goal here is that the buyer feels like they bought something great, not that they were sold something.
Okay, so you've seen the entire system. The problem, the solution, the economics, and the sales strategy. What does your path forward actually look like? Well, it's a clear, actionable roadmap. We've designed a super straightforward 30-day launch plan. In week 1, you focus on activation. That means setting up your growth suite, learning the tools. In week 2, definition. You'll select a profitable niche like dentists or home service businesses. Week 3 is all about outreach, where you start having those gentle sales conversations. And by week 4, you're in the installation phase, onboarding your very first pilot clients. It is a clear, direct path from zero to launch. So let's just bring it all together. The entire AI2AU architecture is built on these 3 pillars. The growth suite as the infrastructure, recurring revenue as the model, and the gentle sales method as your playbook. This isn't about building another job for yourself. This is about activating the infrastructure that can build your future. If this approach resonates with you, if you're ready to stop being an inventor and start being an architect, then your next step is really clear. It's time to activate your infrastructure and get started.